Yes guys, welcome back to the live stream. I hope everyone's doing well. It's a great Monday. Let's jump straight into it. So if we look on the daily time frame, we can already see that price is inside of a daily bearish value gap, hence we're going to be bearish, right? We have respected it, and to me it looks like the next draw liquidity is going to be this low down here, right? So expect price to draw all the way towards sell side down there, right?
Order filled.
I'm short of that, guys. So what's that? 173.25. TP1 at this low here. Alright, it's looking pretty decent at the moment. It's looking very nice. The only thing that I don't really like is obviously we have retraced back into a discount, okay? Which is, that's my only concern. But other than that, the trade looks great. Trade looks very textbook. Okay, I'm going to move my stops to 159, reduce risk there. Not risking a lot now. We are floating a very nice amount. Holy moly. Holy moly. Past 2 more accounts, nice bro. Where's all those people that are saying, oh, we're inside the 5 minute, 15 minute bullish? Where are those people now? Because I can't see any in the chat. Holy moly, we're floating a big amount. We're floating a very big amount. Even for me, guys, it's very hard for me not to get emotional. I'm trying my best to hold this. But I'm going to hold it. don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to trim here.
Order filled.
Just to be safe. So close 80% there. That is 82.5 handles secured. Just being safe, it's a Monday. I hope you lot closed some of your position out. This is a banger trade. I'm sorry, this is a banger trade. I'm not risking that one tick. Floating way too much, way too much. So I need to take something off at least. But yeah, keep your stops there, 159. I'm glad we took something off there because you can see now it's coming back. I usually don't do that, but since it's a Monday, you can see as well there's a fair gap on yes, which it had already rebalanced fully. There's no gap, that gap is not shown on NQ, so that's the reason why I trimmed. Very good stuff guys, very good stuff. What a great start to Monday. Great fucking start to Monday. Holy shit. Lovely start. Lovely start. Guys, I want to see the wins and results chat get absolutely spammed. Spam the absolute living shit out of that right now. Alright, remaining contracts here. So we'll see what happens. So once I brought a Backtest myself, previous Friday to the same trade and lunch, but I got stopped out quickly because I was in a 5 and 15 minute bullish gap. That's why I didn't take this trade. Okay, I don't know who made this stupid rule up, right, of if we're inside of a 5 or 15 minute bullish and we're going short, okay, that doesn't make any sense. If we've met all of the objectives, meaning we've swept buy side liquidity, we've displaced, we've had a market structure shift, and we've had a fair value gap, you can go short. Doesn't matter if we're in of a 5 or 15 minute bullish, okay? Because the model has presented itself, it's met all of the criteria it has to meet, you go short. You simply go short. If it hasn't met all the objectives, right, and we've not done all of that, and then we go into a 15 minute bullish, yes, obviously don't go short because it's a very high probability that we head higher. However, if we've not done that, why on earth would that be the case? It doesn't make any sense. Again, I've taken many trades that have been in a 15 or 5 minute bearish, bullish, whatever, and they've been one of my biggest trades, right? 140 handles, TP smashed. So, yeah, don't follow that stupid rule. Hey bro, what time is it in Cancun? 10:16. 10:16 a.m. It's literally the same time as New York time. Yeah. Oh, guys, I love trading. I love trading, man. Imagine this goes all the way down here. Then that would be an amazing start to a Monday. I have to just call the whole week there. 188 handles. Alright, I'm going to start moving my stops to that swing high there, so risk-free trade now at 145. Alright, things are looking very good. Very nice. I'm going to take one more contract off at this low.
Order filled.
Boom, there we go. So close up a further 10% here. You should be out 90% of your position here, guys. So I'm holding this last contract until sell-side liquidity down there. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Wow. I mean, look what someone put in the chat. Look what someone put in the chat. No losses. No losses. Great shit, bro, great shit. Is that just you following my trades? Crazy, bro. Crazy. All right, let's see if this final TP gets smashed. Your trades and some of your model. Great. Great. One thing about this, once you know the model, it's a skill for life. Love it. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I try to tell people every single day. And obviously some of them just don't listen. But the people that are inside, obviously, have listened and they're all making money now. So, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, you've closed out 3 weeks in the row in profit. This is going to be another week that we close out in the green again. We've not taken a single loss in a very long time now. So, you literally have, right, this is what I try to tell people as well, you have periods of losing and you also have periods of winning, right? And after this winning streak, eventually this winning streak will come to an end, I know that, okay? And what comes after that is going to be losses. Is how you actually manage those losses, that's what's important. So, if you start getting emotional, if you start over leveraging, you're putting on more size than usual, that's how you get rid of all that progress that we made. Okay, but if the losses come and you manage them very, very well, and you actually figure out which trades to take, which not to take, taking the high probability ones, you're going to manage the losses very well, and overall, you're going to become profitable, right? But that's where people go wrong. They struggle to manage the losses. If they were just good at managing losses, it'd be fine, they'll be profitable, but you know, it's easier said than done. Okay, quick question. What would you say is the main difference between the singles group and the mentorship? Like, is it enough to stay in the single group or take things to the next level? I mean, mentorship is obviously going to be 100 times better because it's actually me coaching you one-on-one. Okay, so it's a mentor guiding you every step of the way. You have access to me through WhatsApp as well, my personal number. So it's literally like, you can think of it like a coach, right? Whenever you have a question, boom, you message me, question answered within a few seconds, okay? So, obviously, there's way more that goes into it. It is literally a full, structured, step-by-step mentorship, personally tailored towards you. And we get you to that next level. So let's say you're making 10K a month right now, we're gonna get you to the stage where you're making 50K a month or 100K a month, okay? So never think, right, even if you're good at trading or if you train for a long time, there is always someone better than you, there's always another level that you can get to, okay? So that's exactly why I built the mentorship, because it gets you to that next level, okay? That is the promise. So yeah, I mean, if you haven't already taken it, would I advise it? 100%. If you're making money from the signals group, which looks like everyone is, I would use that money, reinvest back into the business, okay? Invest into knowledge, invest into education. That's what I always recommend, and get to the next level, because there's no point. If you're gonna do something, do it properly, right? Don't do something half-heartedly and make some money and then, you know, stay at that level. You wanna constantly keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. How do you think there's people in Miami, you know, with Bugattis? Even myself, right? I'm still, there's many traders out there that make, you know, way more money than me, right? I make a good amount of money. However, there's people out there which are better than me. They're on another level, and I'm trying to get to that next level as well. Okay, so if I'm doing that and I'm working every single day, you should definitely be doing the same thing. There's always another level to reach, there's always another mountain to climb, etc., etc. So yeah, I mean, my advice would be to you, if you are looking to take this very seriously and you want to make some good money, then yeah, definitely invest back into yourself. And if that means taking on the mentorship, so be it. I'm not telling you to take my mentorship. There's many other people out there which you can learn from, but I mean, if you are in the signals group, it probably makes sense to learn from me, right? If you feel like I'm a good mentor, then be my guest. But yeah, what I will say as well, just to finish it off, the mentorship is very tailored personally towards you. So whatever current stage that you're in right now, that's what I help you with. Okay, we focus on your main struggles, right? And it's not a mentorship where I just chuck you in a group and we do a few calls, etc., etc., etc. Right? It's an actual mentorship where I sit down with you one-on-one on private live calls. And yeah, it's very, very, there's a lot of effort that's being put in on my end, right? I'm literally, every single day, I'm always helping you, okay? It's not a mentorship where you just pay and you get left behind, you get a few videos, whatever. No, I'm constantly improving you and getting you to that next stage. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you haven't already. Quick question, what should you increase your contract size? When should you increase your contract size? So I would start to increase the contract size when you're comfortable. Okay, so let's say first things first, when you trade in an account, you need to actually double the buffer, or double the drawdown, right? You need to build a buffer on that account. So let's say the drawdown is 2K, I would first get up to $4,000 in that account before taking a payout. Okay, and only after that can you think of, increasing contract sizes and scaling up further. But the way I like to do it is, obviously it's all included in this mentorship, but it's better to scale up the accounts first, so buy more accounts rather than scaling up your contract size, if that makes sense, because you can spread your risk between 20 accounts, right, with Apex, rather than increasing contract size on just one account. So there's plenty of ways to do it. Again, it's all covered in the mentorship. But yeah, looks like we're about to get stopped out here.
Order filled.
Alright, there you have it, guys. We got stopped out. Remaining contracts at break even. All good. Absolute banger of a trade. Okay, we took 90% of our position off at 89.5 handles. Great start to a Monday morning. Alright guys, so let's break this trade down before we end the stream and explain to you why we took this trade. Okay, so jumping into the morning, what was the bias? Right, I clearly said on the daily time frame we are looking very, very bearish, simply because we have a daily bearish fair value gap. Okay, whenever we're inside of a daily bearish gap, we're most likely going to have a bearish bias. Okay, so now jumping into the 15-minute time frame, okay, we can actually see that price swept London lows, it also swept Asia lows, and it also swept the previous daily low. So technically, in theory, you should actually be bullish, okay, because we have set all of this liquidity and we're in a huge, huge discount. Now, jumping into the 1 minute time frame, did we get any long opportunities? No, we did not. Okay, you can see here, price keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. Don't want to be going long up here. Absolutely not. When we're reaching a internal buy side liquidity level. No, I don't. What do I do instead? I wait for that level to get swept first. I'm treating this as a Judas swing, okay, as a manipulation leg. We take buy side, we then displace lower, okay, creating a unicorn model here, as you can see, with our break block paired with that fair value gap. We enter short, stop loss is covering the imbalance around 30 handles risk, and we target this internal low down here, right? So price actually comes down, it gets very, very close to that. The reasoning why I trimmed my position early on is simply because ES have already rebalanced fair value gap here. There's no fair value gap on NQ that's showing, so since it rebalanced that, it's a Monday, I'm playing it very safe. We were floating a huge amount, a very big amount, across multiple funded accounts. So do I want to take the risk? No, I don't. Okay, we're a few ticks off. I'm going to close out 80% of my position there. Price came back up, didn't stop us out, and then we took a further 10% off our position here, and the remaining 10% obviously got stopped out for break even, which is completely fine. So overall, we secured 89.5 handles on that trade, which is A star, amazing. Amazing stuff to start Monday. So yeah, overall, very textbook trade, simple breakdown, there's not much to it. The only thing that you need to really work on is getting your bias and draw liquidity down. Once you have those two things down, that's it. You simply just find the model on the lower time frame and you trade with the higher time frame direction. That's it. It's as simple as that. I know it's easier said than done. That is all that goes into it, guys, okay? So anyways, I hope you lot enjoyed the live stream. I hope you lot made some money. If you did, make sure to send that into the Wins and Results channel. And lastly, of course, if you are serious about getting to that next level and you're looking for a mentor to guide you each step of the way, make sure to message me directly either on Discord, Instagram, or even check out the links in the description of any YouTube video you watch, and you can apply for one-on-one mentorship. I hope you lot enjoyed the live stream. Hope you lot have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you lot in tomorrow's live stream session on Tuesday. We'll see what price has to offer. But other than that, I am calling it a day here. Take care, boys.